Dopamine is not the pleasure hormone, it's the neurotransmitter of anticipated success. When your brain assesses the likelihood of an outcome as achievable, the mesocortical pathway is activated, from the ventral tegmental area to the prefrontal cortex. In other words, dopamine directly begins to fuel the center of awareness, decision making, and self control. Motivational energy increases, the sense of uncertainty decreases, behavioral inhibition lessens, and readiness for action rises. Confidence means the brain predicts a high chance of controlling the outcome. If baseline dopamine is low, the brain underestimates the likelihood of success, leading to doubt, even if the person is competent. If dopamine is unstable and the prefrontal cortex is underdeveloped, confidence fluctuates. This is literally a biochemical calculation. I can truly influence the outcome regardless of any circumstances. An active prefrontal cortex maintains control over the limbic system. The amygdala doesn't take over with fear. Thoughts don't jump around, attention stays focused on the goal, and decisions are made faster. The more efficiently the dopamine system works together with the prefrontal cortex, the faster the speed of information processing. There are fewer cognitive freezes, and the excessive internal dialogue, which usually feels like doubt, decreases. The internal state is, I know what I'm doing, and I don't get lost in unnecessary thoughts. The brain doesn't simulate negative outcomes. Confidence is a state of neurobiological coherence, not self-suggestion. Why and how can confidence be trained? The dopamine system can be trained through repeated small victories, gradually increasing task complexity, controlled stress, bodily regulation, breathing, and complex movement routines that expand the capacity for controlled stress. The brain updates its model of the probability of success at the bodily level by expanding the capacity for self-control. Confidence becomes not an affect, but a reinforced prediction of effectiveness. Confidence cannot be suggested, it can only be trained through controlled cycles of action. When a person manages their dopamine system and amygdala impulses, reduces uncertainty, and in this state consistently takes small steps and strategically achieves major results, the network is strengthened. Over time, the brain stops asking, what if it doesn't work out? It already knows the statistics. In my trainings, I call this the winner's brain. To put it simply, confidence is when the brain believes that you are capable of controlling reality, and it has neurochemical confirmation of this calculation, recorded in neural networks through experience. I, Alexander Kudashev, have developed an exact methodology for training the prefrontal cortex and regulating the dopamine system, enabling a person to gain high self-control and processing speed, which creates a sense of true confidence and unshakability without illusions, psychology, or esotericism. In this project, I help redirect this resource toward business strategies and the development of new areas for participants, which is a comprehensive approach to brain training not just through physiology but through experience.